goodness. Going live from my phone is a whole experience every single time I do it. I'm trying to use my stylus instead of my fingers because then I push the wrong buttons. And my phone has this delay. It's like I push the countdown button and then I have to wait for it. I push the intro button and I have to wait for it. So I spend some time looking kind of silly. But hey, that's my personality anyway. So it's all right. It's all right. Let's say some good mornings. Let's see. I had people here before I even got on here this morning. So Lily T, I know she's got yard work to do at her mom's this morning. Char of Heart, good morning. Good morning, Lily. Char of Heart's headed out the door, but wanted to say hi. Thank you very much. D9, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here. We're going to get some crafting going here in a minute. The Bud Files, good morning. Thanks for being here. All right. This live is going to be a little bit shorter than usual. I am, well, Doug and I are working on, we're writing a book together. We're doing a 32-day photography project together that's for a book. We're going to be writing some children's book series. We're going to be, I'm going to be writing a nonfiction, and then I'm going to be writing some fiction as well. So you're looking at a person here who has written a novel but never published it, because one of my favorite genres to read are mysteries and murder mysteries, and I'm a big fan of gangster movies and all the things that are involved there, and some violence and things like that. So I got this book done, and then I'm looking back at it and I'm like, boy, this book is mean. This book is mean. And I'm like, I don't know. So I never did anything with it because it was so mean. So I'm taking some writing classes. I just completed a writing class last week. This week's I am doing classes with Hay House Publishing, and it is so awesome. Last week's writing class was with the gentleman who wrote the Chicken Soup for the Soul books. What? Who am I? Where am I? Is this real? But I'm finding encouragement, and I may dig that other book back out. I don't even know if I still have it. I'd already decided I wasn't going to do anything with it. But anyway, so there's a lot of things going on. I got to tell you, Doug writes the cutest children's books. Oh my gosh. But we're learning the logistics and what we have to do, and self-publishing versus publishing. And I'm going to write a tunes book with my fiddle tunes in there. I'm going to put that together. Yeah. So there's a lot going on, and I didn't mean to say all of that. What I meant to say was my live today is going to be a little shorter because I have a class I need to get to. So I want to show you the poncho that I told you all about, and then we will get to some crocheting for sure. I'm on Top Chat, and I want to be on live chat. I wish the default was just it popped up on live chat, so you don't have to remember to make that change. It could happen. So here's the poncho I made, and I worked so hard on it, y'all. And fall weather was here for a solid week. Fall weather was here, and I'm like, I'm gonna get this poncho made so I can wear it to the pub when we play Irish music That would have been this Wednesday. You want to know what the high was this Wednesday? It was 90 degrees. So needless to say, I did not wear my poncho, but it's done. And I worked so hard, meaning so many hours to get it done. But here it is. There's one side. Here's the other side with the light green centered square. And then it's got the accent pieces over here. Here, they're the, so light square, light accent, whoop, light accent. Here's the dark square, and here's the dark. Everything's backwards on camera. It looks like I should be able to reach right over there, but I have to reach the opposite direction. And I made it a turtleneck. And yes, there's fringe. Did you see the fringe? Ava loves fringe. Always. WF popping in to say hello. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. And then I made this hat to match. So I've got this hat to match. And when I'm not wearing the poncho, I can wear, I don't think I'm done with this just yet. It's still connected to my yarn. But I have a scarf I can wear with the matching hat. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. And eventually I'll get to wear it. I'm not worried about it. I mean, cool weather will be here regardless at some point. I just really wanted to wear that last Wednesday to play Irish music. But it's okay. Hugo Homestead, hello. Thanks for being here. Thank you. So today I'm going to finish that scarf. I'm going to start working, just a second. I'm going to start working on a new hat and scarf to match, and I'm going to use this color. So this is kind of a burgundy color here. Might be called wine red. I don't see, the label came off, so I don't know. So if I want more of it for a poncho, I'll have to like make me a little crocheted swatch to take with me and match my color. But that'll be all right. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. It will. My brain is just like, these classes are intense, and they're kind of a kick in the butt, but you know, we need a kick in the butt once in a while. Not in a bad way, but just to like, come on, get it up. Right? And I'm learning so much, and it's just incredible. It really is. Take a deep breath. I just came from class, so I'm all wound up and excited. I'm wound up and I'm excited. And where's my crochet hook? That's a good question. Is it where it's supposed to be in this drawer? I don't see it. Is it over here? Hold on. Here's the one I was working with, laying over here where it's not supposed to be. Okay. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Found it. Found it. I did not put it back where it's supposed to be. Shame on me. All right, here we go. So this variegated yarn that I use, well, it's not variegated, it was a cake where it's one color for a while, then it switches to another. So it was dark green, then lighter green, and then a lime green, and then a really light green. But it's called green apple. Green apple, and I love these colors. Of course, green's my favorite color. So I'm trying to decide what color to brand myself as. I've never branded myself before, meaning my Facebook, my Instagram, and my TikTok, and my lives, or even my channel. so to speak. And I'm going to need to brand myself to where the idea of branding, I think I don't understand it really. I need to take a class on that. Um, in my mind, the idea of branding is that your colors, you pick color, your main colors, and then when people see that, they know it's you. I don't know. So I'm leaning toward green's my favorite color. You can't even see what I'm doing. I got this there. I really am crocheting and talking at the same time. Um, but I need to brand myself so that I'm recognizable um, on social media. Um, yeah, so see, I'm confused about it. Can you tell? So I'm gonna have to learn how to do that. But my favorite color is green, and green and purples go well together. And I really like purple. Doug's favorite color is blue. But while we're sharing space, I think we need to decide on a main one and go with that. And then if he branches out and does his own things, then he can pick his colors, which would be blues. I already know that. um, or a way to blend us together, um, the green and the blue. I don't know. I don't know. Things to ponder. Hmm. Right? Right. Uh, let's see. I forgot about my chat because I can't see my chat over here. I gotta look over here. Huga Homestead saying hello. There's Nightbot reminding y'all that you are amazing. You are amazing. D9 says, yeah, it's good to get a kick in the butt. It is. I need it. I need it. Lily says that my mom and dad's got to go. Love you. Love you too, Miss Lily. Thank you very much. Yeah, so there's a lot going on in my brain. And mainly right now, I'm just excited. I'm just excited, right? And I'm have a new crochet pattern. I've got the chart finished, and I need to I'm going to write it as a corner to corner crochet, and then I'm going to write it again as either a double crochet or a single crochet. I don't know till I do it. I'll have to see. It'll probably be double crochet pattern for that. And then on my owl pattern, I'm also going to go back and write. I like corner to corner crochets because it just works so simply in my brain. My brain calculates that really well. But everybody's different, and I realize there are people who don't like to do corner to corner crochet. So as a pattern seller, marketer, and writer, I'm cutting myself short if that's all I do, right? So I'm gonna write them out as double crochet patterns as well, so anybody can do them that wants to do them. Okay, where am I? Here I am. You can tell I'm excited because I'm talking like blah, 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 blah. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh, I was just quiet for 2 seconds. What? Yeah. So this weekend is the meetup at Johnny's Journey, and I'm hoping that Betty is feeling better, and he is feeling better. Last night he wanted to play just a little bit for like a minute, and that was an improvement. And he wagged his tail. You know that little booger? He will only wag his tail for Doug. He'll come to me. He'll, stand up on his little back legs. He's a chihuahua. Stand up on his little back legs, wanting picked up. But, he sits with me all day. He's in my chair right now. But he wags his tail for Doug. I'm like, come on. What am I, chopped liver? Come on. I like tail wags. But I think what it is Doug is gone all day at work. And so he gets home. I'm here all day. Doug gets home from work. I work at home. So I think that's what I tell myself to appease my hurt feelings anyway. Oh, so I've also been practicing my mountain dulcimer, the one that sits in your lap and you strum it with a guitar pick. I say that because I have two types of dulcimers that I play. I play the small one that sits in your lap, and then I play the big one, the hammer dulcimer that's big and it sits on a stand and you play it like this. I have both, so I always clarify so people know which type of dulcimer I'm talking about. But I'm going to be teaching some classes on the mountain dulcimer, so I'm working on that curriculum for that. So I'll be ready, and it's going to be a group of children. And I've taught group lessons, um, but not lately, not within the last 15 years. I have not done group lessons. I always work with individuals. So it's going to be not a new experience, but it's going to be a renewed experience for me. So I want to be good and ready so I'm good at it. And so I'm working up that curriculum now. And let's get that there. My attention too tight on that one. And it's going well. It's going really well. So to do that curriculum, I'm doing videos of what I'm wanting to do because then I'll write it up. But for now, I'm doing videos to remember what it is I want to do and build on what we just did and build on that. Alan Schaefer, good morning. Good morning. Buddies, we're going around. Now, if I could just get Doug to dance. You're like, where'd that come from? Well, we're going to get active in our Instagram reels and our stories on Facebook and our shorts in YouTube land. And I want to have some dancing videos. Do y'all watch people's dancing videos? I think that they're really cute, and we need that. We need some Doug cuteness on our channel. So I'm trying to convince him to do that with me, and I'm trying to think of some simpler type things that we can do that it won't be like we're choreographing things and having to memorize things. It's just do things that are natural to us, which means we're going to look like complete dorks. But hey, I claim my dorkiness. Y'all know that. I claim it. I accept it. I'm a weirdo, and it's okay to be a weirdo because, I think we're all kind of weirdos in a way, in our own little way, right? Doesn't have to be a big way, but just a little bit of a way. And I claim that too. So oh my gosh, I've taken so many pages of notes. It's unreal. My goodness. But I'll be thankful for them later when I'm going back and looking at stuff. It'll be a good thing. It will. So if I was on my computer, I would have some background music playing a little bit so there's not like silences while I'm concentrating. But I don't have to concentrate too hard on this. Just gonna make sure my hook hits the hole. Right? Yeah. Okay. So my yarn's getting a little tight. So you know what I'm gonna do is I'm at the last of it. I'm just gonna pull it out and let it lay there. Sometimes this is part of crocheting or winding into balls of yarn. Sometimes I just got a little bit left and it just won't cooperate. It's pulling. So, which by that, for anyone who's not a crocheter, that means it messes with the tension in your stitches, it makes them tighter. Now, I only want them tighter if I do that on purpose. I don't want it to be because I'm fighting with my yarn. Feels like tug of war sometimes, and I don't like playing tug of war while I'm working. I'm almost there, and then I gotta go take it back the other direction so I can pull from the top of the stack and not the bottom. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there, but I don't want to knock my phone over. And there it goes. It did not knock my phone over. Okay, now I'm gonna put it over here. Actually, I'm gonna put it over here because that's the direction I'll be crocheting on because I'm right-handed. I'm right-handed. Ding ding. I'm right-handed. All right. Woo! This is fun. We need some good music going on here. Get a rhythm going. D9 throwing some beats out there. All right. I think we're almost there. I think so. I think so. This is not a complaint. I'm just going to say my chat has quit moving. So if you've been commenting and I have not responded, that would be why. Or it's just a quiet moment, and that's okay too. I do that a lot when I'm watching and working. Yeah. Okay, I'm almost done going this direction so I can crochet some more. And I'm just going to use the rest of this yarn. And when I run out of yarn, that's how long my scarf is going to be. All right, there we go. Now I won't have that issue anymore. So I really like this light green. And then even if with my branding colors I go with green, oh my gosh, what shade of green am I going to use? What shade of blue am I going to use? And maybe that is what I'll do. I'll just include us both in that branding. And it'll be green for Ava and blue for Doug. And surely we can make that work together. I don't know. You know, when I first met Doug, blue was the only color shirts he wore. I didn't change that. He just branched out. But yeah, he always had on blue. As soon as I get to the store, I'm going to get the colors for my next poncho. And I'd already said I want it to be like sunset colors as far as the orange. I don't know what you would call that color, but locally I didn't find anything that would work for what I wanted. So I'll try again locally this afternoon, and if not, then I'll have to go out of town and see what I can find. See what I can round up, right? No, I didn't even eat breakfast yet. My stomach's growling. I did sleep in. I slept in till 9 and then I went to class. I guess that's why I didn't eat any breakfast. And I haven't had lunch yet. It's noon at my house. I'm on Central Time. My belly is saying, "Where's my food?" See, in my imagination, the voice in my head is from the A Team. And where's my food, fool? I hope you watch the A Team so you get that. Yeah. Yeah. You know, that show is on Roku TV. We watch it once in a while. Dun, 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 dun. All right. It's been a quiet morning today. One neighbor was mowing the lawn. People aren't mowing as frequently now because it's kind of stopped growing. We had a pretty good cool spell, and the grass is like, okay, we'll see it in spring. It didn't turn brown or anything. It's still green, but it's just not growing. Where you had to mow like every 5 days, now if you mow like every other week, you're good. My flowers have slowed down, and my garden. I'm working on having discipline for all my projects to commit to. And I'm really proud of us. We have really stuck with this 32 days of photography. And, you know, we were going to do it before, and then that was when I got sick recently. And this time we have managed to keep at it. It always looks like one of my arms is bigger than the other. This one's just over here and this one's closed up. It'd be the same if I was this way. Then this arm would look small. Things that bother you when you see yourself on camera. Oh my gosh. Anyway, anyway, angles are important. Camera angles. I think I hear somebody mowing now. Not sure. All I know is my belly is hungry. I think I'm gonna have tuna and crackers. I have one more thing of tuna. Do you guys use that tuna in the foil bag that's already pre-made and ready to eat? You just open it and go. I love those because they're during the day. I work from home, but I don't have a lot of free time. A lot of people miss have a misconception about working from home, that you're home, you got all this free time, blah blah, but you really don't. Um, because you're just like everybody else. You're trying to get your job done. You're trying to keep the laundry done. You got to cook. You got to do the dishes. You got to take the dog out. Ooh, 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 ooh. Um, so I don't have a lot of time some days. And so instead of a lunch break, I'll have a snack break here at my desk. And those tuna in the foil bags, I just can cut that open, grab a spoon, and my crackers, my club crackers. Once in a while, I'll eat it on a sandwich, but usually I eat it with club crackers. They got those little snack packs with the thing of crackers about this tall. and it's the perfect amount for a snack. So I am thankful for snack pack crackers. Because then you don't eat them all and they don't go stale. That's important. They're a genius. Snack packs of crackers. They come in the box that way. To me, that's exciting. But I'm easily entertained, so it's okay. It's okay. Let's see. I'm going to keep track of my time here. So I got to get to class in just a little bit. I really like that poncho. I think it's really pretty. I hope it's as pretty when it's on me as it is for me just looking at it. And it's not pretty because I'm some genius. It's pretty because of the colors of the yarn. I really like it. So in October, my purchase goal for October for the channel is going to be a magnifying lamp, because I've got a project that's small, and y'all know with my head injury, I couldn't even see to crochet until just recently. You can go back and you can see the first live I did recently was the day after I was able to see well enough to crochet again. And so I still can't see to sew, and I can't see to do the embroidery floss and that type of thing. But I've got a consignment that I need to do, um, and so I'm just going to get a magnifying lamp, and I think that will work for what I need. We're going to try that anyway. It will either fix my issue or it won't, but I'm going to give it a try. I think it'll work. Doug thinks it'll work. I still have this much yarn. It's not much. So this is only 15 stitches wide. So that's why the rows are going fast. I've got to do Buddy's laundry. I've got to wash his parka. I've got to wash his sweater. And I'm ordering him a new sweater today. So it should be here Wednesday. And then he's ready. He's got everything he needs for the camping trip, I think. Got to make sure we have poop bags to take. Here at home, we just scoop it with a scooper. But I think I know where they are. I think they're in my top dress drawer. I mean, yeah, top desk drawer on the back on the left. I think that's where I saw them. If not, I'll spend a little time looking, and if not, I'll go get some more. Gotta get our blankets washed because that's what we're sleeping on an air mattress, and I want to be plenty warm because we're just camping in the back of the pickup truck. It's not a camper; it's a camper shell, so we're just sleeping in the back of that. I gotta figure out what shoes I'm taking for the evening, because if I have to get out of there to go to the bathroom in the night, flip-flops will not be my friend. So I gotta figure out what shoes. It might just be my creek shoes that I slip on. I don't know. I usually have to get up at least once in the night to go to the bathroom. So these are things you got to think about, right? All the little things that make up a trip. All right. New row. It's a beautiful day out today. The temperature is already really nice. Betty and I went out at 9:30 and it just felt really good. In a long sleeve shirt, it felt good. I don't know if in my short sleeve shirt if it would be perfectly comfortable, but I had my sweater on and it was very comfortable. All right. Took my clock. I missed my class. So these are online classes that I'm doing, obviously, but they're live classes, so you actually have to be on time. Next week class is a marketing class, and I'm excited about that. And it's not for writing, it's for my art and ways to market our artwork and how to license our artwork so that we can use it for t-shirts and mugs and backpacks and tea towels and shirts and hats and hoodies and all those things, blankets even. Um, and then prints of the artwork to frame and hang on the wall. Aprons. I can't wait to have aprons with our artwork on it. I'm excited about that. But I don't know how to do all that yet, so I'm taking a class, and I got the book for the class, and wish me luck because that kind of stuff confuses me. Um, I will have equipment that I have to buy before I can make that all happen. We have a camera that's got good resolution. It's not the camera we use a lot, so we'd have to like get the manual out and relearn how to set the settings on it and things like that. Um, you can do prints that way, or you can scan it in, and that would be the easiest and quickest and less hassle way to do it. But I'd have to buy the scanner, and there's one that is recommended that these artists recommended um, for the quality of the scan and things like that. So I'd have to save up for that. We'll try our camera first because you work with what you have, right? While you save up for what you want, and we'll see if I'm able to figure that out. And then I'm still in my art class, of course. I gotta get that completed. Got a lot of irons in the fire. But that's okay because I like multitasking. It's not pressure on me to have that many things to work on and then my crochet projects and things like that. I like multitasking and I like to always have something to do. And when you do the same thing all the time, you can get burnt out on it or bored. And so that doesn't happen because I always have several things going. And that works for me. I know it might not work for everybody. It might be a kind of a pressure, but I'm really good at not putting too much pressure on myself. Like when I make my outlines for the week and my goals for the week, I have people say, "Oh, you need to set smaller goals so you can reach them." But because to them, that goal sheet is pressure. I've got to get it done. I've got to get it done. But that's not how I am. I look at it as, what do I want to work on right now? What do I want to work on right now? And so I have a different way of looking at those. So that's how I keep everything going is goal charts and what I'm working on so that I don't just focus on one thing only and get burnt out. And I don't know, everybody's different, but that's what works for me. That's what works for me. Doug is more of a one or two things at a time guy. I can work on like 10 different things and not be stressed out about it. Although sometimes you do have deadlines you have to meet, and that's a different story. When I have deadlines to meet, I just don't put as many things on my goal list. I put the top 4 or 5 things in order that I want them done. And so I know, okay, I need to focus on number 1 pretty good and do that one as much as I can without getting burnt out, right? Oh, and I'm going to be teaching someone how to crochet. I'm so excited. I'm going to teach them. They're in a crochet club at school that meets once a week or every other week. And right now they've only had like 2 meetings and they're all working on single crochet. And what I'm going to teach her involves double crochet. So when she's ready, I'm going to teach her how to make hats and matching scarves. And when she's comfortable with that, then I'm going to teach her how to make a poncho to match. So we're all excited. We're all excited. One of my music students, I I kind of like encourage my music students in everything that I can because it's so important to have somebody just rooting for you, right? Um, and I'm like, yeah, when they show me stuff, I cheer for them. Um, and I have a student who does pencil sketching, and I talk to Doug, and when we get back from our camping trip and things have settled down, I am going to gift her a set of charcoal pencils, so she can try them and see what she thinks. And just because I gift it to her doesn't mean she has to like it or use it more than once. Um, but I used to do pencil, and then when I tried the charcoal, um, for me it clicked. So I thought I would just put that opportunity out there and gift them a set of charcoal pencils. So locally, the only set I could find had you could get either 3 or 4 pencils, and I'm like, oh come on. So I'm gonna wait, and when we go out of town to look for my yarn, I'm going to get. I told Doug, I said you need at least 8. I think so. I'm gonna get her the set with either 6 to 8 pencils in it, because it just makes the shade work a lot easier, less difficult on you, because each pencil automatically is either light or dark, and then everything contrasting in between. That's why I like working with them so much. Or you can have fine lines and a fine tip, or you can have the thicker lines with the big darker ones. It's just variety, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Variety. Just like in our colors of yarn, we like variety. Her sketches are beautiful and her drawings, beautiful. I've only got this much yarn left. When I'm out, it's done. And what's my time? Okay, we're good there. All right. So Doug is supposed to get me 2 new memory cards today. And Lily recommended cottage cheese. She said her vet told her to give Pippi, who is her dog, cottage cheese when she wasn't feeling good. So I'm going to try that this today. Started to say this morning, but it's not this morning anymore. At my house, I'm on Central Time, so it's at my house. It's 12:22, so it's afternoon. Thought I could finish up this scarf real quick. Real quick isn't always the definition of crochet. Not always. That's why so much time can go by and you don't even realize it, right? So I'm trying not to have time blindness on these projects I'm working on, which is where you just lose track of time and then all of a sudden it's 4 hours later. I'm trying to be aware of my time so I can appreciate the time it took, right? I didn't used to kind of eyeball my time, but I got to get better at that. Because then if somebody says, how long did that take you to make? And you know they're going to ask, then I have an answer that's real, not an estimate. Because anytime I estimate, I always short myself, right? I do. When I actually keep track of my time, it's always like, wow, it's an eye opener to me how long it takes to complete a project. And that's not a complaint. I love doing it. I'm going to keep doing it, but it's just it always takes longer than you think it does when you're actually writing down the time. All right, we're almost to the end of this. When we get to the end of this, I'm going to end this live. I'm going to go eat some crackers, some tuna, and take the dog out and get to class so I can have some more schooling. I need some schooling. And then I'm going to try to make some, I don't even know how you say this word, amigurumi. I don't know. I don't know. Some little animals, maybe. Christina, Dyson's Crazy Adventure. Hey, I just saw your message this morning. I didn't even have time to reply, but I saw it. You're ahead of me. I'm not that far yet. I'm working on, oh, here's my, I showed my poncho that I made that I really like. I have to stand up because it's huge. So on this side, it's got the dark centers accents. And on this side, it's got the light color accents. and lots of fringe because I love fringe. Oh, and matching hat. And I'm working on a matching scarf right now. So if I'm not wearing the poncho, I have options. You always want options. Then I have the matching scarf to go with this hat, or the hat to match the poncho. Whatever I'm in the mood for or the weather calls for. If I got a coat on, I probably won't have my poncho on underneath it. I'd wear my hat and my scarf. But if it's a poncho day, I have my poncho and my hat. You know, you know. All right, I'm almost to the end. I don't know if I have one more row or not. We're gonna see. Is this one more row? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Yesterday's class really frazzled my brain. I couldn't even think straight or talk straight for a while. I really had to just calm down. This morning's class was more user friendly and not so much technical stuff. So I don't know what this afternoon will be. We will see. But I'll be prepared because I'm going to have some tuna and crackers and a Coke. I'm going to have a Coke. I'm on my second water. I'm doing good there. I got a little dehydrated last week. That's never good. I know better, but I didn't feel good. And that was that. All right, I think we're going to have this one more row. And I don't know if I have enough for another row or not. Oh, I'm going to say not. I'm going to end it here because that's all I got left. So we'll call that the end. The end. Do I have scissors out? Nope, they're in the drawer, which I have a little table sitting here. So I have to move my drawer. I have to move my table. All right, done. There we go. So there's my scarf. And it's dark on this end and light on the other end because it's that same cake of yarn that changes colors. And I had this much yarn left right here. This much. That's pretty good. I think I can throw this stash away. All right, done. Done, done, done. All right. There's my crochet hook. I don't want it to get lost. Move my scissors over here. I also wrote up the hat, the way I make my hats. And when you've been crocheting for a while, you can just eyeball stuff. And I do that a lot. Like that poncho there that I made is just granny squares. I didn't use a pattern for it. And it's not the same pattern as the blue one that I made right before. I still need to sew that one together. So I wrote down the directions for this hat so that I can share that with my crochet student. Now I gotta find that little flower pattern and teach her how to do that. Share that pattern with her. That's somebody else's pattern. And I think we're gonna have fun together because she's excited and really likes it. So that's what it's all about. Is having fun, doing what you're doing, right? Christina says, I'm heading to the post office after I finish lunch. And that's very pretty. Thank you very much, Christina. Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live. I can't use my normal outro. I've got to remake it with some different music. So I'm just going to play my intro again because, it's interesting too. It shows things that I've made in the past. And I'm very excited. I can't wait to start promoting my crocheted items and selling them again and taking orders again, and like I used to before my brain injury. And I'm just so excited to be able to do those things again. Very, very. So everybody have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you so much for joining me here, part of your Saturday. It's appreciated very much. And I'm gonna go eat my tuna and crackers real quick and get myself to class and learn some more about the writing process and get my kick in the butt a little bit more to keep myself happy, smiling, and motivated, right? I gotta tell you, Hay House Publishing is awesome. It's just awesome. I don't represent them. I'm not, nothing like that. But that's where I'm taking my class, and they are doing a phenomenal job in their class. And I'm happy for that because it's really motivated me. It made me feel better about what we're doing. So, because they say writers are just normal people like you and me and everyone you see. Um, so anyone can do this that wants to put the work in. And that's the key. You got to stay motivated to put the work in, right? In everything we do, whether we're doing it for YouTube or the finishing our crafting projects or our writing or my music writing. Playing music takes a lot of practice. People don't realize how much practicing goes on behind the scenes when you're a performer, because you got to stay on your game. You got to stay up on it. And the only way to do that for me is a lot of practice, because a lot of my tunes, about 300 of my tunes, are not written down. They're up here. And sometimes they pull out for me and I do fine. And other times it's like, like the other night during our live, I wrote our theme song. I wrote it. It's one of my originals. Couldn't remember how it went. So we couldn't play it. I tried to play it like 2 times, and both times it just didn't work. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And it was a song I wrote, our theme song, Corn Crew Breel. It went somewhere. It's back. It was just in that moment, drizzle. But okay, Christina says I'll send you the tracking number when I get it sent off. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I think it's fun watching track the places they go. They never just travel like in a straight line from me to you. It's like it'll go here and here and here and back here and over there. And then it comes. So it's fun to watch. I think. I think it's fun to watch. But anyway, always remember that you are awesome, that you matter, and you have brightened my day by either being here at the live or watching the replay. And if you're watching the replay, please leave us a comment if you can, so we know that you were there. It makes me smile, makes me happy, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. If you're struggling right now, and we all do from time to time for all kinds of reasons, right? Just know that you're not alone. Know you're not alone, and that we can do hard things when we have to. So hang on with all you've got. Remember that baby steps are progress. Even if you feel like you don't have a baby step in you and all you can do is like get up in the morning and get dressed, hey, that's progress. So hang in there with all you got and never give up. Never give up. And I say this at every one of my lives, and I mean it from my heart every single time. Every time. So appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful rest of the day. I'm going to get my stylus out. It's taped to my pencil so I don't lose it. And I'm going to class. Have a wonderful day, everybody. There it goes. It didn't go. All right, let's try it again.